this time, if everyone could please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. I want to thank everyone for coming out this morning.
I don't got no feet.
All right. I want to thank everyone for coming out this morning as we celebrate our fifth graders. In this time, it's been a long 6 years. They've, this group of fifth graders has had some trials and tribulations with COVID and other things taking place in our community as they've progressed through the school. The last couple of years have been hard and they've persevered. All of you, parents and guardians and loved ones that have shown up to celebrate them, you're a big part of them being here and their success. So we want to also thank you for being here and taking this opportunity to celebrate with us. At this time, we're going to turn it over to Miss D. She's going to present our guest speaker. And we look forward to a wonderful celebration. Thank you all.
I just want to start off by saying congrats, fifth grade. Y'all did it. I'm going to go ahead and introduce our speaker now. When Ms. PA reached out to me about a speaker for today's event, there's only one person that came to mind, Dr. Erick Pryor. I've had the pleasure to get to know Dr. Pryor over the past 2 years through our High Point University program, and I truly believe that he embodies the vision of our school, which is to prepare you guys for success in an interconnected world. So Dr. Pryor, he grew up in a military family. He has traveled around the world, been to places like Germany, Spain, Japan. He holds several degrees, chemical engineering, education, educational leadership. He is currently an assistant principal at Smith High School in Greensboro, North Carolina. So if you guys could help me welcome the author, the educator, the pastor, the man, Dr. Erick Pryor.
All right, thank you, Ms. D. I think I got the battery out here. Class of 2029, go ahead and shout me out real quick. All right. So it is a pleasure to be here today. When I was looking at the program, I think on Twitter, and they said a special guest, I was like, well, who are they talking about? You can go through life and certain things just kind of come at you. One thing that I would say, even before I get started with my actual speech that I had prepared, is success is an intentional practice. You have to be very intentional about what you want to be. I know as I'm talking to you, I probably have some individuals, you want to be an athlete. I was an athlete in college. Trust me, it is not one of those things where just because you say you're going to be something, it's going to just happen for you. You're going to have to be intentional about it. Whatever it is that you want to be, you're going to have to be intentional and also have to be a student of that particular thing. I talked with my son. My son is actually a member of the class of 2029. He graduated from 5th grade as well. So parents, I know exactly where you're coming from. I know the excitement. I know how it is to have a speaker that talks too long, amen, so I'm not going to talk too long. But one of the things, because I've been trying to ask him, well, what is it that your generation wants to hear about? So he said, well, why don't you tell them about when you were in the 5th grade and what was happening. So when I was in 5th grade, just to age myself, it was 1989. So I know y'all don't want to hear too much about that. Popular songs, Bust a Move by Young MC, Just a Friend by Biz Markie, right? And there was no internet, there was no cell phones, there was no Wi-Fi. We were told to just sit there and be bored. You could drink out of the faucet, things like that. And so it's a totally different platform that y'all have today. Most of you all have cell phones. You're never bored, or you shouldn't be bored because of all the things that you have going on. So very quickly, it was Taco Tuesday night last night. So I have an avocado seed. So I want to talk to you very briefly, because one of the things that you're going to have to understand about this life, first and foremost, everything is not going to be fair. Life is not going to be fair. Sixth grade is going to be there's going to be some times that aren't fair. I know fifth grade, Principal Ash and the administrative team here, they probably did a lot of things to ensure that everybody got pretty much the same thing. As you progress through life, there are going to be a lot of things that you'll see happen, and you'll be like, that's not fair, and you'll see a lot of what we call inequities. But what life is going to give you is not always what you ask for. It'll give you the seed of that thing. So I got an avocado seed because, again, it was Taco Tuesday night, so I said might as well use it as a prop, right? But when I started looking at what this is and some of the things about it, when you plant this particular seed, and you've probably seen it, you can Google it now. First and foremost, it takes a lot of water, but what was very interesting to me is, just like the young people that are sitting in front of me, you're probably about 10 years old or so, this seed, when it finally breaks open and it finally begins to do everything that it's supposed to do as far as growth, it takes 10 years before it becomes the tree that begins to produce. So in your 10 years, you are at a point now where we want to begin to see some fruit. We want to see something that we can pull from the tree that is your life and start seeing the talents that were inside you. There is actually a tree in here. But the thing about it is, if I were to take this right now and open it up, it's not going to be at its full potential. You have to be planted in the right places. You have to be around the right environments. You can't be at the wrong place at the wrong time consistently and be successful as an avocado or as a person. So a couple things about this. It takes a lot of water for an avocado to grow. Compared to an apple tree, it needs probably 3 times more water. Compared to a tomato plant, it takes about 18 times more water. So what that means is there are certain resources that you are going to need, and you are going to have to go after those things, because there is something on the inside of you that you have to grow. Each and every one of you has talents, and those talents, like I said before, are going to fuel what's going to go on in the future. In 1989, when I was 10 years old, I had no knowledge of what type of technologies would be in existence. Now, a lot of you all have more information in your pocket than I had in my classroom. So we're expecting your generation to do more. So you can't make excuses that somebody's treating you unfairly if you're not doing everything that you need to do. You are a seed that your parents have said, and that's why everybody's here, everybody's saying, we want you to be successful, we're supporting you, but don't let this be the highlight of your graduation cycle. You're gonna graduate from 5th grade today, you'll graduate from the 8th grade, you'll have your high school graduation. Don't let that be the highlight. I'm expecting this class and to hear many great things about the things that you are doing. So all that life is going to give you is a seed. It's going to give you an opportunity. Right now, if you say to yourself, I have degrees in engineering, education. As you probably heard before, I'm a pastor. I might see a couple people that have heard me preach before. All of those different things, I was given an opportunity and I took advantage of it. So whatever it is that you want to be in your life, and there's a lot of, you might want to be a dancer, you might want to be an engineer, you might want to be a lawyer. Life is going to give you opportunities, and you have to seize those opportunities in the space that they come in. One thing that I will tell you, if you say that you want to be an athlete, you have a very small window of opportunity to be an athlete. I was an athlete in college, and trust me, anybody that's been an athlete, after a while, your knees and your back begin to remind you that you are not going to be an athlete for long. The average athletic career lasts 3 years. So for the young men especially, because many times when I ask you, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? They say, I want to be a basketball player. I want to be a football player. If you are a football player, I played football in college. The average career is 3 years. I had roommates that were NFL athletes that actually got on the field, played, had their name called out. And all of us now are talking about how our necks hurt, our knees hurt, our backs hurt. You will not be able to feed your family for the rest of your life just by playing football. You're going to have something in your mind in order to cultivate that. Young ladies, you have just as much acumen or skill in science, technology, engineering, and math as anybody else. Utilize it. Don't let people tell you can only go into certain career fields because you're a female. And the last thing that I want to leave with you, because I said this seed takes a lot. Parents, your children, as they progress through, because I'm a high school assistant principal, please don't let this be the last time that you give them this level of support. The reason why I say that is many times as we are going through students' time in high school, it seems like the parents just kind of drop off. The same way that everybody is in this gym now saying, hey, I'm here for you, I support you, please be there. Not just when it's time to graduate and you're getting angry because certain things aren't in place, but throughout the whole time. So with that, remember, all life is going to give you is an opportunity. Remember this avocado seed, all right? Thank you for your time.
Good morning, everyone. At this time, we're going to go ahead and announce our awards and recognitions. The first one that I'm going to call is a honor roll for fourth quarter. We have Ever Cook, Sachi Expina, Jordan Larry, Holly Langford, Isaac McKinney, Charlie Poor, Elizabeth Steinberg, Madison Wagner, Catherine Vide, Couples Band, Sierra Poor, and Sayla Wiley. Let's give those young ladies and young men a hand. You now can be seated. AB honor roll for fourth quarter. In Ms. Henning's class, you have Sierra Butler, Josaria Gist, Jude Lamar, Isaiah Cruz, Jesse Martinez, Jaden McDowell, Noah Reynolds, Brianna Bryan, Madeline Froggle, Alina Schaefer, Jaleel Shalmaki, Caleb Farrow, Jody White, Jaden Williams. In Ms. Graham's class, you have Kendall Anderson, Martin A. Mosley, Zion Scales. In Ms. Ilagowski's class, you have Noah Johnson, Lala Marini, Noah Pacheco, Jacob Patrick, Giselle Velasquez, and Kelsey Vanilla. In this PA's class, you have Monte Anthony, Riley Boyd, Paula Gaiman, Sophia Hannon, Sherelle Marble, Krishna Myers, Sierra Porter, Jordan Sepulveda, Emil Baxton. Can we please give all those young ladies and men a hand? All right, moving on to A honor roll all year. We have Sachi Expina, Isaac McKinney, Elizabeth Steinberg, Madison Wagner, Couple Van. Can we please give all those students a hand? AB honor roll all year long. Ever Cook, Kylie Langford, Carly Poor, Catherine Vise, Sierra Butler, Brianna Ryan, Madeline Rogel, Caleb Sparrow, Martine Mosley. Thank you. Now, for our best awards, B stands for be respectful, E stands for encourage others, S stands for strive to do your best, and T stands for think before you act. For our B awards, for Ms. Hennon, Madeline Rogel, for Ms. Graham, Kaden Yang, for Ms. Ilagaski, David Jefferson, and for Ms. PA, Charlie Ford. For encourage others, Ms. Hennon, Nora Reynolds, Ms. Graham, Kendriana Smith, Ms. Ilagaski, Brian Vernon Herrera, and for Ms. PA, Ever Cook. For strive to do your best, Ms. Hennon, Jesse Martinez, Ms. Graham, Kendall Anderson, Ms. Ilagaski, Hilsey Vanilla, and Ms. PA, Couples Van. T, think before you act, for Ms. Hennon, Brianna Ryan, for Ms. Graham, Martine Mosley, for Ms. Ilagaski, Luz Rojas Penaloza, and for Ms. PA, Sachi Expina. Let's give all those students a hand. Now we're going to have our Human Relations Reward presented by Ms. Muzan.
Good morning, and congratulations to all of our graduates. The Human Relations Award is given through the City of Winston-Salem in partnership with the Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools. It's given to students who demonstrate a positive attitude and community service through relationships with all people, despite differences in race, color, national origin, or exceptionality. Each year, we choose a student that has demonstrated those qualities through their community, not only their community, but also at school. This year, our student, each year the banquet is usually held downtown, and families are encouraged to come and help celebrate these students. The last couple of years, this banquet has been held virtually. So this year, our student who has been awarded is Isaac McKinney.
Now, we're going to have our presentation of promotion certificates. We're going to have all our teachers come up. Ms. Hannon, Ms. Graham, Ms. Illigoski, and myself, along with Mr. Presley, Ms. D, and Mr. Ash. We also have Ms. Peters joining us, and I think Ms. Burns is going to stay in the audience. She's had her surgery. All right. All right. Are we ready? All right. If Ms. Graham's class could please stand. I'm about to call your student's name. If we can hold all applauses until the class finish. Kendall Anderson. Christopher Childs. Jada Clark. Aaliyah Covington. Amy Diaz Mondragon. Jaden Green. Taleria Jackson. Kylian Jones. Danaya Lee. Jocelyn Lino. Jordan Little. Nayla Lewalk. Nasir Martin. Aya Montgomery. Martine Mosley. Princess Neal. JC Osafa. Zion Scales. Sion Chef McCoy. Terrell Simmons, Jonathan Smith, Kendriana Smith, Jameer Spraggins, Jakira Stockley McNeil, Ulysses Vera, Caden Yang. Let's give all of Ms. Graham's students a hand. Could Ms. Hennon's class please stand? If you can put your envelopes under your seats, guys, that would be great. All right, I'm about to announce Ms. Hennon's class. Naylani Allen. Jamil Bettis Reese. Sierra Butler, Nasir Comer, Tevin Ford, Alphateer Fran Davis, Jazaria Gist, Vanessa Gray, Jude Lamar, Isaiah Leroy Cruz, Jesse Martinez, Jaden McDowell, Kevin Miller, Noah Reynolds, Journey Richardson. Brianna Ryan. Madeline Rago. Alina Schaefer. Jaleel Shalmaki. Oscar Celio Andrade. Caleb Sparrow. Kristen Thomas. Chase Timmons Lee. Jody White. Janaria Wilkes. Ahanis Williams. Jaden Williams. DeShannon Wilson. Can we give Ms. Hannon's class a round of applause? You may now be seated. If Ms. Gilligoski's class could please stand. All right. Grayson Andrews. Tristan Beal. Elsmerada Bernal Almanza. Hilsey Vanilla Carcamo. Jaden Cubas. Anthony Davis. Horatius Bowen. Erwin Garcia Jimenez. Elijah Harris. Maya Cornejo. David Jefferson. Antonio Johnson. Noah Johnson. Madeline Lino. Lala Marini.
Her parents, yeah, like.
Natalie Martinez Arevalo. Noah Pacheco. Jacob Patrick. Avery Guzman. James Rayleigh. Milan Roberts. Andy Rodriguez Robles. Luz Rojos Penaloza. Caden Rowdy. Ashley Santiago Nuno. Alexander Soloro Diaz. Giselle Salasquez. Brian Bergen Herrera. Kaylee Williams. Ms. Ilagowski's class, can we please give them a hand?
Good morning. This is Mr. Jesus. I'm very emotional. Don't want to cry. This is my very first class. Don't want to cry. Okay, Miss BA's class, stand up. Okay, Monte Anthony. Asher Bill. Riley Boyd. Alani Brown. Ever Cook. Ludwig Cuevas. Sashi Espina. Jordan Fleury. Janely Gallardo Uriostegui. Kyla Gaymon. Jordan Heath. Sophia Henny. Zakaria Holland. Kylie Lineford. Sherelle Maribel. Isaac McKinney. Jackie Michelle Gonzalez. Christian Myers. Natalie Perez. Charlie Poor. Nazri Samuel. Jordi Sepúlveda. Sierra Ford. Elizabeth Scheinberg. Emil Taxon. Couples Band. Catherine Vai. Okay, Maddie Wagner. Making sure I'm saying it right. Shayla Wiley.
Let's give Ms. PA class a round of applause. Now that you see this, we're going to have a 5th grade speech by Erick Cook.
For the past 6 years, Speas Global Elementary School has been my home, a safe place, my family, and it'll always be. But now I have to leave. All of us 5th graders do. And that means we're leaving behind the safe place that we know and venturing out into the world. Speas touched my heart in ways that are unexplainable. No matter how raw or vulnerable I was, this community took me in and loved me and cared for me. When I come to school every day, I see familiar faces, new faces. They're all beautiful, and Speas knows that. Speas lets us know that. I became myself here. I grew every day. And I have taken this journey not by myself, but with all the 5th graders here today. And I have been, and still am, so thankful for these wonderful 5th graders. Speas isn't a middle school. It isn't a high school. It isn't a college. Speas is an elementary school. And elementary schools are the places where you start off and become yourself. Speas takes in everyone. We're diverse, we are accepting, we are brave and kind. We don't live by stereotypes. And thank you to my teachers, principals, and all the staff for not just telling me that, but showing me that. Speas has given me a chance to speak, my thoughts and opinions and beliefs. And that's going to inspire me to speak to the world, to fight for what is just and what is right, to make a difference for the better. Schools are so important. They raise the future, they raise the children. I think that everyone deserves a chance in this world. And Speas Global Elementary gives every single person that chance.
Thank God, Heather. Let's give her a round of applause. The next voice that you will hear is a song from the 5th grade, Try Everything. Students, if you can put your certificates under your seats while you come up, that would be great. Please follow Mr. Corcoran's directions.
As we stand to come up the risers, I would ask if everyone in the audience would remain seated. Everyone in the ceremony, remain standing. Go to your spots, please.
Hi, parents. I hope you enjoyed the promotion ceremony. And without further ado, I do want to read a special thanks on the back of your program. It reads, "We would like to give a special thanks to all of the volunteers, sponsors, PTA members, teachers, staff, and parents that made the 5th grade Fun Day celebration and Promotion Day a success. We wish all of our 5th graders great success in middle school next year." Without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Presley for closing remarks.
All right, I only have about 20 or 25 minutes of remarks, so I know it's getting a little bit warm. It is great to see these young people here today. Some of them have been here all 6 years, and I've gotten to see them come in as tiny little kindergartners and now move on to almost young adults. Some of them are getting there. I want to wish them good luck in middle school, and I appreciate the song that Mr. Corpening chose, because we've talked to a lot of these kids and some of them about making mistakes and doing things. You know, sometimes you make mistakes, and all of us make mistakes, so continue to make mistakes. But I think the important thing for our students, and important thing for us to learn, is that we learn from those mistakes, and we own up to what we've done, and we move on. And I think we've given these students a good foundation here at Speas, and I think we've helped them hopefully learn that as they move to middle school. I also want to thank our 5th grade teachers. It hasn't been an easy year with COVID. It hasn't been an easy year with Mr. T, Ms. Guzman leaving, and we've had Ms. Graham who stepped in as our long-term sub. And so we really appreciate everything the teachers have done throughout this entire year to help these students and throughout their entire career. Thank you. And I want to say, as Dr. Pryor mentioned, I want to thank him for coming. He gave a wonderful speech, but as he said, all of you have what it takes inside of you, like his seed. And I think, as I said, Speas has given you some of that water to help you grow in your first 10, 11 years. Now, take that foundation and grow the rest of the way. And parents, as he mentioned, also continue to support these young people as they move into middle school, into high school and beyond. And we know that there's great things sitting in these rows here to be had. There's lots of kids here who are going to do wonderful things. So that being said, if you are taking, or when you take your 5th grader home with you, there's a sign out sheet here, and there's one in the back. Just make sure you sign them out. Make sure you give your teachers a hug. Make sure you take lots of pictures. Embarrass your kids as much as humanly possible. Yes. And have a great summer. Have a great middle school. Mr. Corpening has one more statement.
So we found some keys underneath a chair. I'm not sure whose they are, so if you want to go home, come on up here. I see you back here. All right. Okay.